So NCAA 13 is only a week old, and I've already found what I believe to be the best play in the entire game. The best passing play, at least. It's out of shotgun cluster, and the play is called mesh post. And you can literally beat any coverage with this one play. So let's take a look. So we're going to break down this play route by route. And the first route we're going to look at is the RB target. And we're going to show it versus man-to-man defense. And I do believe that this is quite possibly the easiest user catching route in the entire game. So how do we make a completion? Well, first we need to detect whether it's man or zone defense. In most cases when it's man-to-man, we're going to be able to tell right away as the defender blankets our receiver. Once our receiver makes his cut upfield right there, we're going to throw a bullet pass with pass lead to the inside. In this case, pass lead to the inside is pass lead left. Now, once we've passed lead to the inside, we're going to click B to click onto the receiver and immediately hold Y after that. And your receiver's hands are going to go up every time to make the catch. Now, the great thing about this is every time we pass lead to the inside, we're getting 4 to 5 yards of separation on the defender, making it almost impossible or impossible for him to even think about making a play on the ball. So it might sound difficult, but I want you to get into practice mode and practice it, and I promise you in 10 minutes, you're going to see just how easy it is. Now, it doesn't work just versus one formation's man-to-man defense. This works versus any man defense that I've come across yet. So, once our receiver cuts upfield, we want to throw a bullet pass with pass lead to the inside. Quickly click on, press B, then Y, almost immediately, and continue to hold left. So you're pass leading left, you're continuing to hold left, hold Y, and that's what makes it so easy. I made that sound really easy, didn't I? Well, honestly, it is. But there is one thing that you're going to need to worry about, and that's whether your opponent is blitzing or not. For two reasons. One, we might get sacked if we don't get rid of the ball in time. And two, there might be a different defender playing man coverage on our wide receiver. As you can see here, we almost get sacked. And second of all, the safety's covering our wide receiver, which resulted in delayed coverage. So it kind of throws off our reads a little bit. So what can we do to avoid either A, getting sacked, or B, throwing a really bad interception into some delayed coverage? Well, it's real simple, especially with this play. We're going to block our running back because that route we honestly barely throw to. Next, we're going to slide protect up for aggressive. And that should usually handle things. But if we really feel like we're going to be blitzed heavy, blocking A is another good option. These three routes alone can kill almost any defense. Sounds hard to believe, but it's true. So we block the running back and the tight end, and take a look at the time that we get in the pocket. They send what? 6 players. We pick up every single one. There's no one near us. We throw pass lead to the inside versus man-to-man defense, and we're able to read that delayed coverage because we blocked the blitz. That's going to give us all the time in the world. The other crazy thing is look at the B receiver going over the middle. Even he beats his man, and that's going to happen a lot in-game as well. We get 5 yards on the DB and make the catch. So now that we've showed you the RB route absolutely murdering man-to-man defense, we're going to show you what it does to zone, and you're not going to believe it. When you watch the gameplay footage of me playing online opponents, you're going to see me throw the ball to this route a large majority of the time. I feel like I could literally throw the ball to this route almost every play. If it's man defense, I'm just going to throw pass lead to the inside, get 5 yards on the receiver. If it's zone defense, I'm going to get in behind the defenders and make an easy user catch. I mean, it honestly blows my mind at how simple it is to user catch this route versus zone defense. You should have no problem versus man defense. I mean, that's extremely simple. But if you're having a little bit of trouble triggering animations downfield, check out my tutorial on user catching. It's just going to show my technique on what I've been doing with this formation as well as other formations, triggering animations downfield 95% of the time. I just love how this receiver gets so wide open. So we need to take a look at the replay of this last catch, and I just want to show you something real quick. So focus on our target, and it looks like we're going to be double covered all the way down the field. Then the cornerback on the right bites down hard on a drag route that doesn't even continue all the way to his side of the field. The drag route stops short, leaving the defender covering absolutely no one. We're one-on-one downfield for an easy catch. So what do we do if we face an opponent that's playing the type of zone defense that's going to leave our receiver double covered downfield? Well, the perfect type of defense for that is a cover 4. Okay, so I didn't expect him to get in behind the coverage. Let's run it again and see if we can get that double coverage like it should. Okay, so there, we double covered downfield. And I'm able to click on and make a user catch in between two defenders, but that's just because I'm so used to running this play. If that defender there jumps up and makes a play, we might get intercepted. So maybe we don't want to throw into that type of coverage. So how do we avoid that? Well, we want to put our A receiver on a slant out. So that's Y, A, and then right on the right analog stick for the old slant out and the new zig route. Let's take a look at the replay and see exactly what happened. Now I showed you this out a single back bunch, flanker drive, how the zig route is almost like a delayed flat route. Now we could throw the ball here if we want to, but they've been playing cover 4 all game. That's why we're calling the zig route. And we know that if we're patient, we're going to get our big money wide receiver open downfield one-on-one for a touchdown. So the delayed route of that zig route, basically going to the sideline, is going to pull down the defender. Then we're going to be one-on-one downfield again for another easy user catch touchdown. So let's call this play versus cover 4 again, just so you know it wasn't a one-time fluke. We're going to put the A receiver on the zig route. Snap the ball. Again, one-on-one coverage downfield, and we just make the user catch. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed that, but let's take a look at the replay. I want to show you something here. So as I said before, we could throw the ball real quick to the zig route and pick up a few yards, but we want that big money, right? Take a look at the defender that's playing kind of the middle over there. This guy right here. This is pretty funny. He has no clue who to cover. Look, he's trying to cover 3 guys at once. He's trying to cover us. He comes down trying to cover the drag route. Then once the drag, or the zig route I should say, passes him by, then he changes his coverage, bringing the cornerback down, and he's trying to make a play on that guy, not trying to leave him open. That's when we get the one-on-one coverage again and score another touchdown. So now we're going to look at the B receiver on the deep post versus this random defense. And it's really the B route in combination with RB that makes this play so incredibly tough to defend, because both routes are extremely easy to user catch. So let's take a look. When I run this play, generally I'm looking at RB first. I want to see if he's playing man. So am I going to pass lead inside, or am I going to go downfield one-on-one versus zone? Well, as you can see, RB on the right-hand side was actually one-on-one with his defender as well. But I noticed B over the middle of the field. So without any pass lead, I just threw a bullet pass. Our receiver is running on an angle downfield. I click on, then run straight across. As you can see right there, I run straight across. As soon as I click onto my receiver, I'm holding the Y button the entire time. Even though we're user catching, it's the computer that's going to trigger the animation as we cut in front of the defender and make the catch. Another thing I love about the B route is the amount of times that it's gotten me out of a jam as a last resort. Sometimes I'll play opponents that play zone defense 95% of the game, so I think I'm going to hit my tight end on a drag over the middle. I snap the ball, next thing I know, it's man coverage, and none of my players have beaten their man. As you can see here, running back is covered, tight end over the middle is covered. Maybe I could have hit the tight end over the middle for a gain of 3 or something like that. Then we've got the drag to the right side of the field completely covered. That should be a pick if I throw that ball. And then the wide receiver on the outside maybe I feel that play's developed too much where I'm not going to throw the pass lead. So then where am I going to go? So many times versus man-to-man defense against any coverage, as you'll see in the gameplay footage, I've been able to hit this pass to Sammy Watkins, a 94 overall receiver. I mean, countless times he's been able to beat his man and pick up the big yards. So I'm going to show you versus different formations. Dime, nickel, quarter, it doesn't matter. I'm still able to get the ball off to Sammy Watkins, not just in practice mode. In the gameplay footage, you'll see me standing back in the pocket with nowhere to go. So what do? Throw the ball up to the B route versus man-to-man coverage, sprint to the sidelines, holding Y, and make the catch. So what makes this play so great? Now clearly RB and B are two great routes versus almost any coverage in the game. But the routes that really make this play so great are the two drag routes. A lot of the time, the A target's going to be my first read. If it's zone and the linebacker's back up, I'll pop in a quick pass. If it's man and the tight end beats his man, I'm also going to throw a quick pass. If the linebackers are blitzing, I'm going to look for A and X almost simultaneously. Also, if they're blitzing, I'm going to block the running back and then slide protect aggressively. Now, the game's been out for about a week, and if there's one thing I know that most people, well, everybody that I know, is unable to read man or zone pre-snap. But if there's one thing I do know about this game on defense is that not just in practice mode like you saw with the safety coming down, but when I'm playing an opponent online, anytime the safety comes down, I'm pretty much 95% positive that they're blitzing. So that's when you're going to want to take advantage, block your running back. The running back in this particular play is not something that we're going to use that often. So blocking your running back and slide protecting against any blitz, I mean, even if they're not blitzing, it's really not that bad of an option. Just always blocking your running back and always slide protecting. Now, as you can see, we're just facing random defenses over and over and over here for the next couple minutes. I just want to give you an idea because I never showed you the drag route. I want to show you the kind of reads that I'm making. I'm looking for A or X first, and then I'm looking downfield. And it's really going to depend on how positive I am of what type of defense they're playing. This year, I really do believe that you're going to play people that play man exclusively. You're going to be people that play zone exclusively. And then you're going to be people that play either max coverage D or blitz a lot. I'm the type of person I blitz a lot, so I know what it's like to play against someone who has the same mindset. So if they're going to blitz a lot, I'm looking for plays that are going to beat those blitzes. I'm going to make sure that I block my running back and slide protect aggressively a large majority of the time. And in this play, I mean the protection that we can get just by doing that versus almost any blitz is quite good. I've played a lot of opponents with this offensive scheme, and mainly just this play in particular, and blocking the running back and slide protecting has the success rate is phenomenal. I feel like I have a ton of time back in the pocket, and as you can see against these random defenses, I'm making the correct read almost every time. So look for your tight end over the middle, if you think they're blitzing or playing zone. If you're convinced they're playing man, then run one of the man beaters that I talked about. Now here, this is interesting. As I showed in the video before, I said about that delayed man-to-man coverage. So that's what we had here. We had the cornerback blitzing us. We got that delayed coverage. And I was able to, make the read, get the pass lead to the inside, and just look at how there's no way that defender is ever going to be able to make a play on the ball. And I'm just picking apart these random defenses time and time again. So before we get to the gameplay footage of me destroying people with mesh post, just want to let you know it's not the end for shotgun cluster. We're going to be putting out a full scheme that includes Z-spot shake, mesh, halfback counter, read option, And this should all be coming out in the next video. It'll all be in one video combined. Also, halfback slip screen, halfback mid draw will probably be in there, and speed option. And that's all going to include gameplay footage. I'm going to package it together and give you an idea of when to run these things and just be totally dominant online. So far, I've been almost unbeatable, and I just love user catching over everybody all day long. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and catch you next time.
Is up a score. Takes a snap and he's in trouble. Wants to go long and does. And he got it. Touchdown, Clemson. Kirk, that was a beautiful pass.
Save their extra pass rush and extra incentive as far as their energy when it really matters on a third.
Boy, back to pass. Wants to throw outside. And down he goes. Boy, back to pass. Pulls it in and he's in the open field. He's to the 40. They'll bring. Quick pass. And he's shoved out of. They'll throw on first down. Tackle at the 13. It's a pass on 3rd and short. And he's taken down. Fires out quickly to the tailback. Touchdown!
Way to keep this drive alive.
First down, looking to throw. And he's hit immediately. And he tackles him hard. Touchdown! From the 17-yard line. Second down. Touchdown. Pulls it in and he's in the open field. And they make the stop. Fire. And it's caught. Big opening. Touchdown. Time. Tackle at the 33-yard line. Hit as he threw, and he completes it. And he's letting him hear it. And down he goes. Looks to pass. Quick toss. He goes up and gets it. Quick out to his receiver. And he's tackled around the 43. He drops back. He launches one for the end zone.
The wide out here.
Snap. He throws. Got his receivers down. He's taken down at the 49-yard line. They were very fortunate to come up with that pass.
Not the smartest throw that he could have made, but it worked. It just makes you a little nervous when he lets that thing go.
Complete. What a catch. Out in full throat right now. Back to pass. Wants it all. Going deep. And he got it. Touchdown, Clemson. The wide. It's first down. Looks to pass. He goes downtown. He goes up and gets it. Touchdown, Tiger.
About the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receivers. Because, again, they put so much time into trying to put a plan together.
Intensity of this place is increasing. And he's taken down in this second down and long situation. Back to pass. He flings it. On the pass.